Oliver hadn't meant for anyone to hear him. The observation deck of the diplomatic vessel Harmony's Promise was supposed to be empty at this hour, the perfect place to watch Earth shrink into a blue marble against the infinite black. He pressed his forehead against the reinforced glass, his breath fogging the surface as he watched his home planet disappear. "I wish I could marry her," he whispered to his reflection, thinking of Anna, brilliant, fierce Anna with her impossible smile and her mind that could unravel quantum equations like poetry. Anna, who had stayed behind on Earth to continue her research while Oliver was drafted into humanity's first diplomatic mission to the Zephyrian Empire. "Then you, Shal." Oliver spun around so quickly he nearly lost his balance in the artificial gravity. Princess Lyareth stood in the doorway, her crystalline form catching the starlight in ways that made her seem like she was made of frozen galaxies. Her species didn't have faces the way humans did, but Oliver had learned to read the subtle shifts in her luminescence. Right now she was curious. "Your Highness," Oliver stammered, dropping into an awkward bow. "I didn't realize anyone else was here." "Your species is endlessly fascinating," Lyareth said, gliding closer with that unsettling smooth movement the Zephyrians possessed. "You speak wishes into the void as if the universe might listen. Tell me about her." Oliver felt heat rise to his cheeks. The Zephyrians were telepathic among their own kind, but something about their neural structure made them deeply curious about human emotions, which remained frustratingly opaque to them. Over the 3 months of the journey, Lyareth had appointed herself as Oliver's personal questioner, constantly probing the mysteries of human nature. "Her name is Anna," Oliver said quietly. "She's a physicist, probably the smartest person I've ever met. She was supposed to be on this mission instead of me, but..." He trailed off, remembering the accident that had injured Anna's mentor, how she'd chosen to stay and continue the work rather than chase the glory of first contact. "And you wish to marry her. This is a human bonding ritual, yes? But you are here and she is there. What prevents this wish?" Oliver laughed bitterly. "Besides being several light years apart, we're from different worlds in more ways than one. I'm just a backup engineer. She's destined for greatness. Even if I could ask her, why would someone like her choose someone like me?" Lyareth's form pulsed with colors Oliver had learned meant confusion. "Your species' mating rituals are illogical. Among my people, compatibility is determined by resonance harmonics. If two beings can synchronize their frequencies, they are suitable mates. Your method seems unnecessarily complicated by doubt." "Yeah, well, humans are complicated." Oliver turned back to the viewing window. "It doesn't matter anyway. By the time we get back to Earth, 5 years will have passed. She'll have moved on. Time dilation is cruel to your species," Lyareth observed. 3 months for us, 5 years for them. "But Oliver of Earth, you misunderstand something fundamental." Her crystalline hand touched his shoulder, and even through his uniform he felt the strange vibration of her presence. "I said, then you shall, and I meant it. The Zephyrian Empire does not make empty promises." Oliver looked at her, bewildered. "What do you mean?" "Tomorrow we arrive at Zephyria Prime. The negotiations will begin. Your leaders sent you hoping to establish trade routes and perhaps purchase some basic technology. But what humanity doesn't yet understand is that we choose our trading partners based not on resources, but on worthiness of spirit." She moved to the viewing window, her form reflecting infinite stars. "For 6 cycles we have watched your species. We have seen your wars and your peace, your cruelty and your compassion. We have been undecided, are humans worthy of the stars? Then you arrived. 12 humans, and each of you we have tested in our own ways." Oliver's mind raced. Tested? This whole journey was a test? Every interaction, every conversation, every choice you made when you thought no one was watching. Lyareth's colors shifted to something that might have been pride. Captain Rodriguez when she gave her emergency rations to the youngest crew member. Engineer Chen when he stayed awake for 30 hours to fix life support when he could have waited for the next shift. And you, Oliver, every night speaking wishes into the void about a woman you love selflessly, never with bitterness or resentment, only with hope for her happiness. I don't understand what this has to do with... Humanity has passed our evaluation, Lyareth interrupted. Tomorrow I will offer your species something we have given to only 3 other civilizations. Access to the fold gates. Instantaneous travel across any distance. Your journey home will take hours, not years. Oliver's breath caught in his throat. Fold technology was theoretical even in Anna's most advanced papers. That's impossible. You'd be making humanity a spacefaring civilization overnight. Yes, and there is more. As Princess of the Zephyrian Empire, it is my honor to present gifts to those who have impressed us most. You, Oliver of Earth, will receive a personal fold key, a device that will allow you to travel anywhere in the known universe. Instantly, for the rest of your life, the implications crashed over Oliver like a wave. I could go home. Right now. I could see Anna. You shall see Anna. Lyrith corrected gently. You shall tell her of your feelings. You shall, if she agrees, marry her. And then, if you choose, you shall return to serve as humanity's ambassador to the Zephyrian Empire. With Anna at your side, we have already prepared an invitation for her. Our scientists are eager to collaborate with such a mind. Oliver felt tears streaming down his face, and he didn't bother to hide them. Why would you do all this? Lyrith's color shifted to a warm golden hue that Oliver had learned meant affection. Because you whispered a wish into the void, not demanding, not entitled, but with pure hope and love. Because in that moment you showed us what makes humanity worthy of the stars. The ability to love something more than yourselves. To hope without certainty. To dream despite impossibility. She turned toward the door, then paused. Your species has a saying, does it not? Be careful what you wish for. But we believe the opposite. Wish boldly, wish truly, wish with your whole heart. The universe may not always listen, but when it does, make sure your wish is worthy of being granted. As Lyrith left, Oliver looked back at Earth, now barely visible in the distance. But he wasn't thinking about the distance anymore. He was thinking about Anna's face when he would appear at her laboratory tomorrow. Impossible, unexpected. A wish granted by the universe itself. He pressed his hand against the glass and whispered again, this time with certainty. I'm coming home, Anna, and this time, I'm not afraid to tell you everything. Behind him, he didn't see Lyrith pause in the corridor, her form pulsing with satisfaction. Humanity would join the galactic community, and it would all begin with a simple wish, spoken in the dark, from a heart that dared to hope. The stars, it seemed, had been listening all along.